Good evening and welcome to the Commentary Hub's roundup of Day 15 of the Women's World Cup 2023. I'm your alternative host, Nicholas Jones, and here's a look at what happened in the first day of the round of 16. And we'll start with Switzerland against Spain, which was at Eden Park in Auckland. Spain had the lead through Aitana Bonmati after 5 minutes, but then dropped a clanger a short while later as a clumsy back pass by Laia Codina ended up in her own net, thus letting Switzerland equalise. But La Roca would redeem themselves as Bonmati and Alba Redondo restored their lead. Codina would make amends for her faux pas and added to the tally before half-time. Switzerland, on the other hand, were nowhere. Another of their star players, Jennifer Hermoso, finished it off by scoring 20 minutes before full-time. This meant that Spain won their first knockout match of the Women's World Cup in their history and are through to the quarterfinals. With a performance like that, they could potentially go all the way. And the second and final match which happened today was Japan against Norway at the Wellington Regional Stadium. Japan were gifted an early lead as Norway's Ingrid Engen tried to deflect Inata Miyazawa's cross, but it ended up in her own net. Guro Reitan's header a few minutes later levelled things up, but the match would get worse for Norway as time wore on. Risa Shimizu struck it home in the second half to give Japan the lead back, and Miyazawa sealed the deal in the 81st minutes. With more goals than anyone in the tournament so far, she is on the way to winning the Golden Boot, as she has 5 goals. Japan's victory puts them in the quarterfinals for the first time since 2011, the year they won the tournament. Like Spain, they could also reach the final and possibly win. That was a look at the first day of the round of 16. Now we'll take a look at what's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's matches could also be interesting as interesting as today. South Africa may have made the round of 16, but the Netherlands could be their biggest test yet. The 2019 finalists are likely to dominate this match, which will be at 6 a.m. UK time. The game that we're going to be covering is Sweden against the United States, live with kickoff at 10 a.m. UK time. Sweden could potentially upset the apple cart by beating the 3-time champions, having dominated the group stage. The United States, on the other hand, haven't lived up to expectations, so will need to step up their game. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's roundup, and we look forward to bringing you what could be the major shock of the tournament. Good night.